Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will put toe to leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nevada's offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Here comes the offense on second down. Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Nevada going quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. It's complete. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Genty. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. On the run, it's Genty. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He'll set up to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Shakes off the tackler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Caught over the middle. It's Henry. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Lewis to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Nevada! And once he got loose, it was all over. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position, you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, we know down here when you're throwing into the end zone, the windows are so small. If ball gets tipped like that, there are a lot of defenders lurking around. QB's lucky that one wasn't picked.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On third down, going up top. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this This quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the back.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna run it. It's Genty. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Genty. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Broncos in the hurry up.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He stopped just a chain length or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Trying to find his man on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it.
Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Slings it downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. After making his 1st field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the 1st half today.
Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Genty. At the 45 on his way. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Looking for a crease to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
He makes the connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Looking to scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Lewis wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nevada going quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They want to get this defense on its heels.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Got his man quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He now has 84 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll try the right side. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Nevada. The defense with the scoop and score. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Lewis wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Trying to get to it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Nevada going quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He caught it! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Got him downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Lewis wants to pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Direct snap. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
The sure hands, it's Smith. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Then back in their own end, a third and short from the 16. Lewis to throw. They're trying to get to him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say,
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.